I want to share with people how to get through this type of thing and what I've decided anyway. Um, I can't say it's how, but I can say I don't know yet, right? So you can't just very well. I've been going about a year getting myself together, therapy and stuff, and then it seems that these last 5 or 6 months I've been really in danger because people, I don't know, I just, yeah, for the last 4 or 5 months. But I've been doing this for a year. But the thing is that I've always been in danger. It's just a matter of what degree of danger. And they've been working on this particular plot for almost a year now. So I've see, to be in something like this, you have to realize that fear is fear, and that some people say don't snitch, don't do this, don't do that. Well, you're scared to tell the authorities to help you, and are you scared when you don't tell them to help you? I think I'd rather be scared with the authorities knowing than scared with the bad guys knowing. If you have that opportunity, that's the opportunity. That's what you're supposed to take. Simply because you'll end up committing a crime yourself out of fear or actual protecting yourself. You might end up hurting someone, and you may get justified and not be a crime or whatever. But you're supposed to try and, I guess, turn the other cheek. Although my videos, people might think that's not turning the other cheek. I think it is. And after that doesn't work, you try to talk your way out. Well, I've been turning the cheek and talking at the same time on the online. They're saying I blocked them. Yes, I did, but they weren't answering for me. So what? It was a block anyway. Did they call? Who knew? Oh, because they're blocked? They wouldn't have been blocked if I expected a call. Now, when you go through this, you have to start thinking up organizations. Because I guess this is the second time I've ostracized, but it's the first time I've been doing it as an adult. First time everybody went in the TV and left me with these mean people all this time. I'm not sad at that all the way until now it's happening and everybody's happy to have a concert and everything. It just boils in, and then you have to wonder. That's not a coincidence. This is biblical. Somebody wrote this. Michael Jackson wrote that song. Whether he's my father or not, I do need to be tested though. You understand? It's a high chance. But whether he is or not, that song fits my life. And therefore, oh, I am related to him. That's not the issue. Let's make that very clear. We just want to know if I have both bloods. Because sometimes ladies have children with different last names. He's on one last name and I'm on the other last name. Or my mother's on the other one. But I definitely have a cousin in Alabama that my sister and my cousin are not matching to. Because we're all from the Glen children of Mary Grant. So why would I have a cousin? Because on Ancestry.com, what the DNA thing does is it'll link to, when you link up with someone, it'll also show you the other people that that person and you have in common. Meaning a list of everyone that both of us are DNA matches to. And my sister and my cousin's not in there. Imagine that. So then you get to thinking, well, they've been in there altering a lot of records and things. So you wonder if that's possible to do something with that DNA. Put your own DNA in there under another person's name and picture. You're going to go to prison like that. That's such a brand new fucked up ass crime. It's ridiculous. Just changing the documents, because you can't change them. They're in the Library of Congress. The originals. Did you think they had computer pictures back then? So I say all that to say, I didn't mean to go on the tangent. But what I had to do was allow enough of it to conjure up. Because you guys might think I'm in the house afraid to go outside, but no, I'm in the house because my disabilities render me unable to go outside. Stupid ass big boss man bitch. That's why I said you don't know a goddamn thing, ho. Talking about why you can't go outside, you're scared, it's sunny outside. Well, I've already told you that I have PTSD. Now, you didn't look none of it up because you think you smart. Only thing you smart enough to do is wipe your ass, and I'm sure you got a dookie streak in your drawers from that. Girls don't have dookie streaks in their drawers. But you look like a dookie streak drawers motherfucker. You can look at a nigga and tell he got dookie in his pants. Grown-ass man. Dookie nasty motherfucker. I mean that. Sorry that I predicted your dookie draws. I mean it. I bet you they are. I promise you. Yeah. 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 I was thinking about I was trying to say, is that what you meant to say? Yeah. So you need to wonder about that, okay? So in other words, what you really need to know and what you should have seen, because you don't know how to see, you're too ignorant. With eyes, you can't see. With cameras in my house and you watching me, you motherfucking can't see, stupid. With me on the internet several times a day, every day, you can't see. That when you are trying to say something about someone, maybe you should look up what PTSD and the symptoms before you say, I'm scared to go outside. Now, bitch, what you are is scared to come out. You know why? Because if you've taken any kind of bribe from these motherfuckers, which some of these people on the internet have, and what you said you was going to do don't work, guess what you did? Oh, let's not even get to that part. Let's just get to the part that when you take the bribe, it's not really a bribe, it's the selling of your soul. And then you still have something that you got to do. So that's not a very good deal, is it? You sold your soul and you still owe for the money. Because you got to complete the job. They like to give you the money first. That's the whole trick. That's the trick. To commit you to it. make you afraid not to be trying, and to take your soul in the meantime. Oh, they're not holding it hostage till you complete it. Your soul is gone. But you don't care. Because you're on the chosen channel, you would think you knew that. When you jump on and off that bandwagon, being mean and nice back and forth to me, like you trying to hover and what you call that? Love bomb your customers. What if God sent me here to pick y'all stupid motherfuckers out? And he said, Tanya, I'm gonna let you curse them out this time for a little bit. Because they don't seem to understand anyway, because I've been telling them. But let's see what they do. Go ahead and weed them out. There's only a couple of y'all that's really left. Because to pick on me means that you work for Michelle, that devil. That's the demons in her. It means you fell for her trap. Why you think you're taunting me? No. Whenever a parent, you have to, this is what you guys have to do in order to see this. If this lady is doing this to her child, my mother, I'm the child. You have to make sure that you understand the dynamics. And the only way to understand the dynamics, and you're my friend or something, is to pretend we're classmates. Teresa, Simone. And we're in the 5th grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. And my mother has got you sliding your big long clitoris up her pussy, Teresa. That's what the rumor says. And or got you trying to kill me when we go to recess. And you too, Simone. And so what does that say about your mothers? It says your mothers ain't watching y'all very much. It says your mothers didn't teach y'all a goddamn thing. How to take care of yourself and not get taken advantage of by strangers. Your mothers, or you guys are so hard-headed to what your mothers told you to do. And guess who else is like that? My mother. Her problem is I'm doing what her mother told her to do. So I'm alive, aren't I? But you guys, that's on my Facebook, and even if you didn't go to school with me, maybe you worked with me, you have to realize that you guys have just been molested by my mother. I didn't say child molested. You've been mentally, emotionally, and sexually molested, some of you. The ones that jumped on her bandwagon are extra molested, like the little kids that you see at school where the teachers molested them and they end up on the news. That's you guys. Molested. Even you, monkey boy. You too, crystal meth preacher. You don't put your name up there to make and know how to say it so it sounds like crystal meth. And you think that's cute. That made you so ugly. That made you TD Jake looking. And you up here poor pimping. Because you sure ain't doing it like TD. Then got your name on purpose to sound like crystal meth. On purpose you made that name. So you're a dealer or a user or ex-user, or you like to get women hooked on it, or you like to do it with men. A lot of men like that crystal meth in sex together. So next time you pick what you want to say to a LGBTQ motherfucker. Because those are all the traits that you portrayed. Oh, you didn't know that's how you looked? Or did you? You did know, huh? Oh, I didn't mean... Oh, that cracked me up. Now you see? Gather up a little bit enough. Oh, you guys aren't in the reports yet. But you're instrumental in ruining my quality of life with my mother, and you know it. I'm not sure why you guys wanted to play this game that you never played before, as far as playing with my mother. Now, if a mother, so you guys showed that your mothers ain't shit either, or else they'd have raised better children than you guys, and you were reported to the police that a lady asked you to help you kill her daughter or ruin her online. That's why we didn't even call the police. Well, I am for certain things to get for reports and stuff, but whenever you're in a situation, you have to call your attorney general's office. You have to call maybe Congress and senators. And you have to call the Department of Defense, Homeland Security. Depends on who you are, but I didn't see a lot of y'all's names on there. So I actually haven't looked up where a civilian would call, which might be a good idea, but I don't want to report too many places. I don't think the government would like that. So at this point, I have to exercise my rights, not as a U.S. citizen, because when I fill out applications, I always get asked, am I a veteran? So as a veteran of the United States of America, and just so happens, the federal government has regulations for just this sort of thing, which means it's not very unusual to be loved like this by your mother. It's not very unusual for obviously enough service members have been through ostracizing and retaliation for them to create regulations. Because I just didn't report it willy-nilly, because my doctors at the VA already know. They don't seem to be reporting, talking about if somebody's in danger. Well, I'm in danger, my ID, my everything. I told them about the elevator. They seem to think I made that up. Or I don't know. I think I've been compromised there by LeVade Lanier, actually. Oh, I haven't written that up yet. I'm going to use that once I get in contact with the people. I just put enough in there. Because then I would never be finished sending it, would I? Because you all know that it's quite a bit and it's quite ridiculous. I think it's a terrorist act, maybe. Domestic terrorism. You have to be careful who you pick for your crimes, and maybe they know their rights. Well, I've seen this happen to Matter, and this happened to my Uncle Poo-Poo. Well, your Uncle Poo-Poo don't know shit. He didn't study his rights. He didn't study. He did not go and look up if there's a case or if there's a regulation to help him. Now, I'm also going to call maybe the disabled people's place. You know, persons with disabilities places, maybe. And vulnerable citizen laws. You guys don't know nothing about the vulnerable citizen laws? It means don't fuck with children, elderly, disabled, or handicapped. You get a special trip into jail for that. Now, I've been financially exploited as a disabled veteran. So not only am I disabled, I keep getting to be that veteran. So let me look that up. Not just disabled. We're trying to pick the veteran one. Why not? That's what I am. That's the money they want to get besides whatever's in the bank or in somewhere else. They're trying to drive me crazy, so they can render me. That's why they're infiltrated my life skills center, where my cousin works. Oh, I know, because all of a sudden they're helping me. Well, I like it like that. They're not going to be able to render me an invalid. I did need these things. I need them for a while. But it's nothing for me not to go back to that VA, is it? Oh, because I got Medicare Blue Cross Blue Shield? So I don't even have to go there, do I? Imagine that. Dumbass LeVay. I'm there watching you because you helped kill my cousin / brother. You had to have gotten some kind of life insurance. Not to mention the military one. You must have took every one from your kids when you said there wasn't one. No, they got checks. You just cashed them. And you told them I'm stupid, so they think I'm stupid, retarded, and I'm the only one sitting here, unlike you, not having to go to work. And you get jealous and you don't want them to see that their mother made a bad idea and she's still working with the migraine she got from the Marines, the PTSD when her husband died. But you go ahead with your proud ass and go ahead and work for that little money while you do have PTSD and everything, and you're giving it to yourself just by messing with me. The one that pulls the gun trigger on the drive-by gets paid from the Social Security office when he gets out of jail. PTSD. The one that gets shot in the drive-by gets paid for PTSD. So the trouble I'm giving you guys for killing me gives you PTSD. Because you're living with it. Especially when I repeat it back to you. Y'all going back to the drawing board and y'all ain't got many artists. Van Gogh died. JJ is retired. Tanya! That, woo, bitch, you come up with that thing so fast. Oh my goodness, Tanya, what did you say? What did that girl just say, girl? I said, yes, bitch, they got to go back to the drawing board. It ain't no more artists and JJ retired, bitch. Y'all got to draw stick figures and can't draw. Got no eraser, mate, pencils or nothing. Too busy spending your money and your wheels. I don't know why. I don't have to worry about why. Because then that would waste my time. Just like it's hard to clean up and make sure I'm safe too. I didn't say I don't have PTSD. I said let me work these brain cells and I'll fuck this duck right now. Cause you ain't in here. If motherfuckers are telling me what I'm doing wrong and right and all that shit, y'all call the police to help me out yet? Did you write anything to the .org? Well, then shut the fuck up. Coward. No better than them white people that say they ain't prejudiced and then watch them lynch me. I don't know why y'all think my mama like y'all. She don't like you. She don't even know y'all. Don't you think she knows that? It's you guys that like her. She's the witch. Since when? Y'all don't realize y'all signed up for slave and soldier soul? How much did you make for that? Because you're being a slave for Michelle right now every time you fuck with me. Anytime you put the man hours in, that's slavery. Towards sex slavery. She's a pedophile. She wants to sex me. She wish I'd come home so she could sex. Spend my money. Oh, she's been wanting to sex me since I was a kid again. Y'all don't know? Y'all had sex with her? That's okay. She thinks that I had sex with y'all. Oh, y'all don't understand Jezebel, do you? Y'all should have been listening to my story before she got to y'all. Simone's bitch ass was sitting right here in the living room. Goddamn grave digging bitch. She told me she'd been to the cemetery a few months ago. Last winter, she told me she was at the cemetery. Back when that lady downstairs got killed. Like I can't tell that little girl was getting molested across the hall. But I didn't have enough information to tell it. But I can tell because I grew up in it. You can tell by the behaviors. She's controlled just like me. Oh, they'll be talked to in the investigation because they're helping the pedophile, my mother. Once you help that bitch, you must be the pedophile too. Because the police know my mic sound nice. They're going to be on my Facebook watching me. Tell y'all. I'm bringing this stuff out. I told you. This happens on every income level. This is a music industry thing and an Illuminati thing for your Mason Eastern Star. If your family has any of that going on, then you're in it too. You might be ready to get dead while you watching me, stupid motherfuckers. You supposed to be learning, not watching TV. You supposed to be. This is a film strip. You're gonna get asked questions at the end of the story, honey. This ain't no motherfucking at home watching TV for y'all. Shit, I be taking notes in here. Y'all got to be joking. Why you think I made it through? Because see, I would have been sitting here with a lot of questions on why they're doing this, and that would have been more stress for me to deal with, wondering. But I learned a lot about the vocabulary words for what I was seeing. When you don't have the vocabulary words, because they didn't teach this in school, and your mom show didn't teach you when she was supposed to. I think they teach it in school now, but you don't know what's going on. I do know that I tend to survive it, but it's not that I didn't know how to explain it really, but I did. No, I knew how to explain it. Let's see what I didn't know. The dynamics, the evil, the mindsets, the realization. What's that one word I learned at therapy class? I forgot my vocabulary word, but it's when you have to come to grips with the situation and know that's what it is. And then that's when I looked in the phone and I looked like Nana, so I must have grew up a little bit right there. You have to take ownership, or that's not my word. It's a word that begins with an A, I think. Yeah, you have to you don't have to agree with what's going on, but you do have to agree that it is going on. Know it and get over that. That way you don't have to worry about the emotion. I forgot the word. I can't get the word. It's a word that's almost like where you'll sound like you agree with the bad things that's going on, but you don't agree with it, but you agree that it is going to happen and it's happening. So once you do that, you have to realize that if you didn't know it was happening, and it was happening, they call that ignorance is bliss. So if I happen to be able to be ignorant, I can have bliss. So let's just sit. Can't think of my word. That's not it. I still haven't really explained it right, that word. Anyway, it's almost like taking ownership. You have to I don't know the word. But it's definitely advocating for yourself. You can't allow this to happen because eventually I'll be worn down. Not because of the people that's doing it now. They at the end of the game. It's because I've been doing it all my life and I already have the PTSD. It's already been tiring. The complex PTSD that I have is from stuff like this. And then it overlapped into my military, which gave me regular PTSD. And guess what? Because of my mother committing things causing me CPTSD. I don't know anybody that has that, but I'm sure somebody must. But I don't. I'm good for having some shit nobody else has. So anyway, don't say I'm scared to go outside, because you'd be scared if your daddy was doing it to you or your mama had a whole neighborhood after you. Oh, you think your wife would be scared to go outside? Let me tell you something. Once again, you're too busy watching me to take care of her. You are. Because you know I'm supposed to be somewhere at 10 o'clock like 18 months ago, weeks ago. And you have to try to figure out what I do on Mondays now. You're still trying to figure that out. It's still Monday. And you want to know what I'm doing tomorrow, don't you, big boss man? Well, you're not the boss of me. What you are is got that damn spell on you by Michelle. And you're obsessed with watching me. For whatever reason, so that you can wake up tomorrow morning and say something else, like a little girl. Yeah. So little girl, go home and get that shit out your ass and stop putting the Duke streaks in your underwear. Don't nobody feel like washing that all the time for you. You can't keep getting you can't keep trying to put me down and getting put down every day. Do you? I know you don't show your wife what I be saying back to you. You just tell her what you say, huh? Uh-huh. Poop, popper. What's that my auntie like to say? Pubescent provocative prevaricator. Don't fuck with me. I come up with them. Sophomoric. That's what you are. Pubescent. Yeah, isn't that a good word? The Playboy Bunny taught me how to say that. Pubescent provocative prevaricator. Oh, we curse you out like we are. We ain't from the ghetto. You better ask somebody. Talking about hood rat. No, these motherfucking white people turned their neighborhood into a hood rat. Now I'm moving out the hood. They did this. That motherfucker moved out. He had to sell his goddamn condo for whatever reason. Rumor had it he lost it on a bet against me. Rumor has it he lost it betting that they can give me move out of here. Oh, y'all didn't know there was a rumor mill? Stupid community that's watching me now. My mama put spells on all y'all. That's too bad. The white people thought that they could help a black people get me out the white people neighborhood. Y'all should have did that by yourself. You guys made the block hot. I'm the one that, it's almost as if I'm in, y'all think I'm in here like I'm all kidnapped or something. No, dear. You'd never have that much power. And I'm disabled in the brain, in the membrane, but not quite insane like y'all. And you still can't quite manage. I don't know why y'all think something's wrong with me when it's something wrong with all of y'all. Because I ain't even used no Air Force skills yet. Because I ain't been in there long enough. Except for marching. So I can see my surroundings. It sounds crazy, so won't nobody come up to me. Oh, it is crazy. I felt better marching to the mailbox than walking. And that's serious. I felt better marching and calling cadence. I didn't actually march, though, but my feet were in order. Because I didn't lean back, set them in. Come hot, forward, hot. I didn't do that. I just, you left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Oh, I do that a lot when I was homeless. And y'all made me have to do this through here because of these stupid white people. Oh, I'm not the one that's trying to kill people in here or help people get killed. They are. But for some reason, they got scared of their motherfucking selves. Why? Because I keep surviving. I must be a ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Honey, Ray Parker Jr., I used to like him. Bye, y'all. I'm tired of talking to y'all motherfuckers. Chosen Collective, you should start trying to make a card catalog of different organizations to call that are national so that you can help other Chosens that are having this issue. Maybe not as deep as mine, but I have several issues in there that you can look up hotline numbers for, especially for civilians. I picked one that kind of encompasses it all because it'll retell the word retaliation after sexual assault. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that that's what it's for? Well, I was sexually assaulted. You heard that. OSI agent picked me out due to the actions of my mother. And now that sexual assault has turned into retaliation today. And you have to have a nexus, military nexus. And I just explained to you the nexus. So I don't know if Mark Reed and them might say, that sounds kind of right there, Tanya. They'd be like, ooh. So what that means is I'll probably be talking to Westside again in my life. Thanks to Michelle. No, I'm not reporting her. I'm reporting the need to save military property. I think that's me. I'm just thinking if I was active duty, I'd be responsible to report it. I've been through this shit already. As a little girl. Let's do it as a grown motherfucker. With her motherfucking ID back. And getting paid for what you did last time. And we might as well get them motherfucking OSI agents that pimped me out. Because it's going to open those records. Hopefully. So see, this is kind of a good thing for me. Because in there is all about how they investigated incest and sent me back anyway. See, this has already been written down. I've been telling my family that for like 5, maybe 10 years now. And all they've just did was make me some money. Because I'm experiencing personal injury due to the malpractice of the Air Force Hospital and the OSI agents. That's called a tort claim. And Michelle has just made sure that I have such a good chance of winning that. Good thing I hadn't already written it up, huh? Because this is what happens when OSI agents find things out like that about someone's family. They've caused me personal injury 2 generations deep. So see, God orchestrated this. Because for some reason, I'm killing about a flock of birds with one stone. And I bet you my stone ain't that big. But the whole flock. No, honey, me and my daddy don't get up for no 2 birds with one stone or no early bird worms. Ain't no bird worms left here. I got a couple daddies I'm going to talk about. Talking about that Lawrence Cummings daddy I got. I got a stepdaddy too. His name might be Grandpa. as well. What that girl just say, girl? I ain't going to explain that one. But yeah. Yeah. How do you make that sentence? I've made a lot of sentences that nobody ever thought would they hear. I've said some sentences that I never thought I'd hear, and it came out of my mouth. I'm like, God damn, oh shit, that was my mouth. I'm the only one here. Yeah, baby. Bye-bye, Jack. That was funny, Sister Auntie. That was so funny. Shoot, Jack. No wonder my uncle used to laugh at me when I say shoot, Jack, all the time. Anyway, happy birthday, Jack. Everybody say happy birthday to Jack. Bye. Terrier. No, I don't have a Jack Russell or a terrier. Bye-bye.